Peace to the truckers, power to the truckers. Now check this out. I used to do keto diet, and being out on the road, I used to be very judgy about truckers eating any old thing. Now, even though I won't eat any old thing, I will admit that passing judgment can often throw you into the same flames, because every now and then I'll just go in there and get some fast food, and I'm totally against that shit. But I'll do it just from having a stressful day, and then I'll do it just out of boredom. And then other times it'll just be straight up gluttony or laziness. But what I will say to the guys who are trying to come into the trucking industry is, watch your diet. Try to get in that gym as much as possible. I used to hit the gym a lot more often than I do now, and it shows, like, golly. And I'm not lazy. I go walking every day, but if you intake more than your output of calories, then hey, it will show, especially in the sad standard American diet. But another thing is, my instructors often said, be very careful which companies you guys go with. Because he was saying, they'll try to give you $400 a week for training and stuff like that. Now, I didn't understand that at first, and I trained with US Express, but initially I tried to go with Rail, or Roel, however you may say it, and they was saying something like $300 or $400 a week to go out with a trainer, and that was crazy. With that being said, US Express was terrible overall. You'll be a trucker there, you'll make a little bit of money, but your wheels won't always turn. You won't travel all 48 states as an OTR driver. And you will find yourself in position to complain more than to express gratitude. That being said, if you are flexible and willing enough to move in and out of trucks often until you can get your groove or go wherever you're comfortable at, I will recommend doing it like that, because so many of these places offer what they are not willing to commit for their drivers. It's not that they lie, it's just, they'll say this is the peak here, but you're not going to start there. Or, it'll be like your planner or your dispatcher. They may not like you. You may have complained about something, and now you're on the bottom end of everything. So on and so forth. It's that much sketchiness going on. I will say, once you can get somewhere that you're comfortable with, stay there, but always keep some goals for yourself, whether it be endorsements, leveling up where you are, leveling up on your own, or just some type of, you got to be moving upward, because this industry is constantly moving. And so, I see a lot of times guys who have been company drivers for 30 years, they all kind of like have the same type of comment. Like, they're like, you've been trucking 26 years. It's just like a sad ending, it seems. So try to always be moving up, man, so you don't have to become those guys who act like they fathered this thing but don't have any real seniority. You 30 years in and you still under $1 a mile, you still CPM, you ain't at least at like 40% somewhere, or pushing your own trucks. And I'm not bashing them, I'm just saying, I think that's why they seem so disgruntled and so discontented with themselves. So I'm moving up. I'm in motion right now, even though I'm on my reset. So do your research on those companies. Don't just go any old where. And if you wind up any old where, don't be afraid to bounce around, because it's your future, buddy, and it's your peace. Some people are happy based, but you need to be peace based so that you can be out on the road, really be focused, and get through with your 10 by 7s or however you rolling. Peace to you all. Have a good one.